Hey Edgar, this is Steven. I spoke to you earlier today. In this video, I'm going to be going over three things that, when implemented correctly, will start ranking you above your competition in Google results and actually get you more high quality jobs. So by the end of this video, you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done. You can reach back out to me and we can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. The three things I will be going over today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your homepage here, really your entire website, but we're going to be primarily focusing on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the front pages of these service-based industry websites, such as electrical websites. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that these people are searching for when they're looking for your services. Now, the first thing I did is I went ahead and pulled up the main competitor here in the Greensboro area, and that's Michael and Son. This is their electrical Greensboro page, and I threw them into a tool I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool is really neat. Pretty much gives me a behind-the-scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites, right? So their locations page here is currently being found for 26 keywords, and it was clicked on 219 times in the past 30 days. Okay, so I went ahead and I put your website into the same tool, and your website is currently being found for one keyword, but it was not clicked on at all. So let's go back and look at our competitor here. This number 26, we can actually click on that, and that'll bring up all the keywords that they're currently being found for. And the ones we really want to pay attention to are the ones with the locations behind them. And I'm using Greensboro right now because Greensboro gets the most search volume for electrical services in the whole Piedmont area, right? So Greensboro electrician, that term alone got right around 200 searches in the past 30 days, and their webpage there was clicked on 68 times just for that term right there, right? So let's go back to yours. Let's go ahead and see. Hold on, let's duplicate this page. And let's see what the keyword that you are being found for. Sorry, I should have had this pulled up already. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, so we're going to click on that keyword, and we're going to see what you're being found for. So electrician Greensboro NC. All right. So you got one of the big ones in there, right? But you want more than that. So you getting the term on your site is just the foundation. See, you didn't get clicked on at all, and that's because you're on the 6th page. You're on position 55. So I'm going to explain a little bit later how to actually get you on the front page, okay? But for now, you want to go down this list of keywords, these phrases that they're being found for, and you'd want to put these on your website, right? And that's why it's important to have that 1,500 words, because it gives you plenty of opportunity to put all these keywords in there so they don't look crazy, right? If you don't have that much content and you try to stuff all these keywords, it's exactly what it is. Google sees it as keyword stuffing, and they will flag you for that, right? They'll penalize you. So that's it for content. Next thing I want to go over are what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like electrician Greensboro NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are going to be clicking on one of these businesses here in this section. This is the map pack, and this is your Google business profile. Now, most people believe that it's the reviews that are the main driver here, but that's not the case. I mean, it does factor in, as do a lot of other things, but it's mainly citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online, right? It used to be believed that the more of these directories that you were on, that's what actually got you ranked in here. And that was the case, but not so much anymore. The truth now is Google doesn't really care about the number of citations anymore. They care about the source of those citations, right? And you want to start out with, we call them the big three major data aggregators, which are Data Axle, Newstar Localese, and 4Star. So you probably want to write those down, right? And these are like, they call them the master databases that feed the entire system. You can look at it as like a river, right? At the top of the river are these databases, and they kind of like float down, right? These databases are the ones that tell like your GPSs in your vehicles, the maps on your phones, and the voice searches on your phones that your business actually exists. All right. So, like I said, once you're in these three big aggregators, they have like a trickle down effect, like down that river, right? They push your data downstream to hundreds of these smaller apps and navigation systems and directories automatically. Okay. Now, while this is happening, you also want to build, we call them your core consumer citations. And these are the ones that actual humans will look at, and the ones that Google trusts the most to really verify your reputation. There's usually only about 45 or 50 of these, right? And some of them are like Apple Maps, Bing Places, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, some socials or Facebook Business and Nextdoor, and then you want some niche specific sites like Angie and Thumbtack. Um, but you could actually do a search and get them all, right? Also, this helps with AI as well because AI is a big player now, like ChatGPT and Google Gemini. They look for what we call data consistency. So if your data matches perfectly across these big three aggregators in those core 50 sites, the AI trusts you and they will actually recommend you. Okay. And that will help you get into these maps and into the AI searches as well. So now underneath the map pack is what we call Google's organic search results listing, right? And the number one spot here will claim right around 40% of clicks. So the map pack is 45% of clicks, but that's split up in between these three businesses. This is 40% all by itself. So this makes this the most clicked on position on the page. And the main driver here are what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks is essentially when you have other websites on the internet that have a link on their site on one of their pages that once it's clicked, it leads back to your website. Now, this is kind of similar to citations. Google uses these backlinks as like an online referral system, right? And the more relevant and the higher traffic that website gets, it's linking back to you, the better, right? So, for example, say you have a local blog page or a popular industry related site that's linking back to you, that's what's actually going to help push you up in Google's rankings. But since you guys are an electrical company, say you have a website like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Um, Pizza Hut is very popular, gets a lot of traffic, right? But it's not going to do you guys any good ranking wise because you guys don't sell pizza or have anything to do with pizza. And in a lot of cases, you have too many backlinks from non relevant sites, it actually hurts your ranking, right? So I want to go back. I brought up one of your other competitors. Excuse me 1 minute. I brought up one of your other main competitors here, and that's Mr. Sparky. I'm sure you've heard of them in Greensboro, and I pulled them up into this page as well. Okay, but now I want to pay attention to this section here called the backlink profile. So to be clear, it's through your content, primarily your keywords that Google finds you, right, for what these people are searching for. So now that you're on their radar, they got to figure out where they're going to place you on this organics list. They do that by the quality and by the quality of your backlinks, right? So they're currently getting 41 backlinks from 21 other websites. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your backlinks. You're getting 67 from 24. So you're beating them out. But like I said, it's not about number, it's about relevance and quality, right? So we know since they're getting ranked pretty high up there, Mr. Sparky, that we want to take a look at where they're getting their backlinks from because it's the websites they're getting from that's actually helping them rank high. So we can click on that 21. That's going to bring up all 21 of the websites they're currently getting backlinks from. So what you'd want to do is go down this entire list and grab backlinks for yourself. If you were to do that, and this is at this point assuming your content and your keywords are right on point, that would actually eventually put you in contention for the number one spot. Now, what would really push you over the top is if you did that same thing that I showed you with like the top 3 to 5 websites with those backlinks. It would take some time, but you would actually take over that number one spot. So let's go ahead and recap what we went over. The first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of a lot of those keywords. Okay. And second are citations. You want to be in those big three data aggregators and those 50 um, core consumer citations, those core consumer directories, right? To really start getting recognized by Google and start ranking up into this map pack. And then lastly, are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to electrical companies in and around the Greensboro area. Now, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself. Or if you'd like to book a discovery call with me, my name is Steven. You can reply back to this email or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. I live right here in North Carolina, so I'm somewhat local to you, just outside of Fayetteville. But other than that, man, I hope this was educational and you got something out of it. Other than that, Edgar, I appreciate your time and thanks for letting me send this to you. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.